It's gonna be one of those nights. I can just tell. Yeah. New shirt today. Houston Trash Throws, courtesy John Boy Media. Look him up if you don't already. Yeah, I imagine you already do because he's incredible. But yeah, how about we play some baseball, huh? I know what you guys are here for, and it's not me rambling on and technical difficulties for 45 minutes. Let's get out here. We got Chris Sale, we got Robbie Ray. Let's get out here and get it. Are we good now? Are we, people hearing me?
Winner moves on, loser sees their season come to an end. MLB Network brings you exclusive coverage of the winner-take-all wildcard game. It's the one-game American League wildcard playoff between the Boston Red Sox and the Los Angeles Angels of Anaheim. Hi again, everybody. Matt Vasgersian welcoming you to another edition of Baseball on MLB Network. I'm joined by Dan Plesac. And Dan, let's take a look at how these two ball clubs got to where they are.
Well, everyone has different
I'm doing good,
opinions
Dathan.
about
How are
these
you tonight?
one-game wild card matchups. Kind of tough that your season comes
Actually,
down
I'm
to
still
this after
a little bit
such
getting
a long
over
season, but it
the
certainly
cold, but
creates a lot of
hopefully
excitement and drama.
not so much that
the
I'll
pressure's
fall
on,
dead
so
in the middle
we'll
of
see who
the
handles
stream.
it better and finds a way to win.
Or at least if you do, you'll know
I gotta
why.
tell you, this is as exciting as it gets, folks. One game to decide who moves on. It's the wild card playoff on MLB Network, and it comes your way next.
Yes, I too love the pitching skills of Ghostman.
Home side about to take the field. This place is jumping. Here's public address
Yes,
announcer
as a
Alex
reminder,
Miniak.
we are playing out here against
And
the
now, your 2021 Los Angeles.
playing out here against the Red Sox. We did have the best record in the season by about 10 games too. We were kind of out here raking. Not well enough to beat the friggin' Astros, but
Quickly now, we'll look at the
they're
two
probably
men with a lot
there's
on their
probably still
shoulders.
stealing
Our
signs in
starters here
MLB
in
The
this
Show.
wild card matchup.
Ghost
And
Man
now
for
here's
Cy
how the
Young.
visiting Red Sox line up in this one. What's important for this lineup as they look to earn a berth into the division series, D-Row?
Maddie, you
Make
take
sure
a look
everything
at this lineup,
is the way I
find myself
want
thinking
it to
back my
be
playing days when I knew I had the
on
ace
account of
on
this
the
got
mound.
kind of
It had to
screwed
be
up.
win day, and when you get in the car to drive to the yard, you tell yourself, even though you felt bad about it, just get 2 or 3.
There we go.
All the pressure's on the big boy to have to execute, and he usually does. Look for this lineup to try and execute and score, manufacture 1 or 2 runs early in this one. Here's how the Halos are going to line up on defense. And let's focus our attention on Xander Bogaerts, shortstop.
I really don't know. We really don't have that much to go on as far as Ohtani pitching on account of he had that Tommy John problem, or the UCL problem in his rookie season.
And the bat.
Ball 4, take the base. Ball 4, take the base.
All right. Oop, shoot. That was my bad. Crispy, welcome to the stream. Apparently I just singed past Solomon's first at bat. Hopefully he did something good, because I really didn't have control of it. All right. Justin Smoke to bat. Still nothing top 4.
Heading out towards
Easy fly ball to Salomon, right field, and that'll end the inning.
That ends the inning.
Problem with doing that as a position player is that you have to sit through every one of your fielding attempts, like every batter, every fielding attempt. So you really got to pay attention. Okay, Salomon struck out in the second. Yeah, that sounds about right to me.
He looked to bounce back after striking
Angels are up
out the last
1-0,
time
bottom
up.
4. Chris Sale still out here.
Ready with the first pitch. Here it comes.
Low fastball. Emeril, welcome to the stream. Thank you for dropping by.
2 hits and no errors to this point for the Angels.
Another low one, ball 2. Yeah, if there were a way I could only watch the batting appearances, I would do that, but
and he turns this
cranks that one. It's going to the wall, but I think that's going to be a fly out to center field. So good, strong contact. Nothing to show for it. Ends the inning.
This bunch. More baseball on MLB Network right after this.
Yeah, but as far as Ohtani goes, he only pitched like half a season, I think. Let me quickly look up his info.
So,
Angels add another one here.
Ready now, Salomon Barrios.
And I think the fifth.
Almost, Matty. Almost went deep his last AB. Certainly just missed it. With this guy's big power, he's feeling pretty good.
Oof, nice slider.
Look for him to try and get on something. And
What do we got out here? Still Chris Sale on the mound for the Red Sox.
Like it's not how or how many. Pitching very well into this one, into the late innings, and his first
Not paying
pitch
close enough
percentage,
attention here.
less than 50%. He'd like it to be a lot
His pitching
higher than
stats.
that. He's making it very difficult on himself.
Yeah,
but he's
he
still
played
getting
10
outs.
games for the Angels, went 4-2, had a 3.31 ERA and a 3.57 FIP. That's pretty good by, modern standards. Fastball outside.
Lay off the fastball there, but it's 1-2.
Yep, warning track power. That is Salomon Barrios in a nutshell.
He probably gets some pretty weak
I'm going to use
He jammed him pretty hard on
No,
the
I'm not going to
How
use
hard
Showtime
that was,
here.
he was gonna
I'm
try
going
cheat
to
on the
bank
inside
on
part, thinking
us
it might
getting
be
at least
coming
one more
again.
at bat, which may be foolhardy, but hopefully.
The 2-2. And it's fouled away.
Hopefully, at least, we will have the chance to make good on it.
Had to sit back
Chop
on
that
the
one
changeup,
foul.
and he did a good job
That
to
would be
get
a
the bat
walk
on
by
that
now
one.
if I hadn't.
I always say hitting
Swung
the
at both of
process
those.
elimination at the plate. I think he could go ahead and eliminate changeup.
Fastball inside, taken to fill the count.
3-2.
Solomon gets a walk. That'd be pretty good.
The 3-2 pitch.
And he takes a slider inside. So plate discipline of a
Well, the
sort.
reason power hitters generally draw more walks than other guys is exactly what we saw right there. Pitchers work around them and nibble the corners a lot more so they don't get burned. He made some good pitches, but he just couldn't get him to chase enough out of the zone.
So a runner at first now with
So yeah,
nobody
Shohei
out.
Ohtani
And
0 for 2.
threat of Shohei Ohtani.
Angels record on this year?
Step off and fire to the right.
I would have to check, but I think they were better than 90 wins. It's just that the Angels were, or the Astros were something like 106 wins. Fouls that one off.
Another full count pitch on his
Going
way.
for it.
Runners off for second. And another foul ball.
Fouls it off, though.
Barrios on at first, nobody out. He's on the move again from front. Scooped up on
Well,
the
that's going to
backhand.
prevent the double play at least, but not exactly a steal there.
Here comes
And
the Red
that
Sox manager
is
up out of the
Chris
dugout
Sale's
on his
day
way to the
done.
mound. And he's going to make a change, as that'll be all for his starter, Chris Sale.
Yeah, we'll check it. We'll check in more detail once we get back to the clubhouse after this game. But I think the Angels actually, I do have that information right here. They were 98 and 64.
Justin Grimm.
Yeah, Solomon is going to keep asking to be a shortstop. It's not going to matter too much though because we got Xander Bogaerts on the team. He's pretty good. He's a pretty good shortstop. He's like a 90+ overall shortstop. So Not much you can do in that situation.
Into the box now. Daniel Robertson for the career line against
But
Grimm.
Daniel Robertson coming up now.
In 17 at bat. He's taken him deep once.
3-1 count.
And he misses
Outside, and that is ball
so he
4.
comes out of the bullpen and immediately
So-
walks the first man he faces.
This kid Grimm they brought on, he is not doing the job. Brings up JT Realmuto.
First and second, one man out, and in steps the catcher JT Realmuto.
Come on, let it fly right here. Let it fly.
The set and the 1-1 pitch.
Whoa.
And he takes one off
Inside.
the inside corner for ball 2. Grimm, who appropriately
I mean, there's
gets the
nothing
nickname
stopping us from,
Reaper. He was a 5th-round pick back in the 2010
There is nothing stopping us from
first-year player
asking
Hey, nothing has been
to be a
handed this
shortstop.
guy.
There's nothing
Drafted in the
stopping us from
middle
asking for a
round, and he has
trade.
found his way
I'm
in
just
the
a
big
little
leagues.
bit reluctant to
This
do
has
that
turned out
because I had signed Salomon with the Angels, and I think he's happy with it, and I think we're happy with it. I'd have to go get another hat if I asked him to get traded to another team.
The 2-1 home.
You know, I'd take second base too, for that matter.
There isn't a hitter alive that doesn't love hitting in fastball counts like 3-1. It's usually a pretty fruitful count in terms of getting a pitch to drive.
The 3-1.
Liner into right field. Salomon is going to test the arm. He's in safe. Venga, let's go. Grounder into right field. And that is going to bring Salomon around to score. Got those quick wheels of his churning. Legs churning, chest burning, and he's in safe at home. Let's go. I mean, I've got a collection of Salomon, or Jason's teams, most of them anyway. I don't have the Marlins, and I don't have the Nationals. No, well, not yet. I did order a Nationals hat. High drive, center field, not a chance. That one is out of here. So the Angels bullpen is doing their damnedest to try to throw this game. Yes, I've got the hats for his minor league teams. I've got the Padres hat, Marlins hat, Mets, or I don't have the Marlins hat. I have the Mets hat. I don't have the Nationals hat, but I have one ordered. I have the Red Sox hat. I have the D-backs hat, and of course I have Phillies hats. So I've got the Angels have defeated the Red Sox 3-2. Light that baby up. We're going to the ALDS. Salomon, nothing to boast about there. 2 outs and a walk. But, you know, he came in to score on one of those, and that wound up being the difference maker, so just be proud of what you can achieve when you can get it. I did have an idea for making an actual, like, cubby shelf unit of like a 5x6 grid, so I can put all 30 MLB teams up in one rack. But the new place is a little bit smaller than the old one, so I don't really have room for it.
Scoring affair as we get one last look at our final line score.
Code 531. I don't think he's going to be a 400 man. Just because I don't have that good of plate discipline. I worry that I'm going to wind up swinging and missing at a lot of stuff. A lot.
So for Mark DeRosa, Dan Plesac, and our entire great crew, this is Matt Vasgersian. You've been watching the American League Wildcard Game.
Yep, 0 for 2 with a walk and a run.
Our final line score tonight. First for the victorious Angels,
And if he didn't have those same wheels, maybe he wouldn't have come in and got the score on that one. No way of knowing. The Angels have won the American League wild card and will be taking on the Astros in the American League Division Series. Let's go, Venga! So yeah, Astros, 109 wins on the year. What are you going to do about that? So yeah. Take a look. Pittsburgh wound up winning the NL wild card, and they'll be facing off against the Dodgers. So next month, what was I gonna look for? Pittsburgh. Let's go ahead and fast forward. Sim one day. So it's LA and New York up 1 in their respective series when we go out here against the Astros in, I think we're going out against them at first in Minute Maid Park. So here's hoping they got that camera taken out of there.
MLB Network is your exclusive home for postseason baseball. It's Game 1 of the American League Division Series between the Los Angeles Angels of Anaheim and the Houston Astros. Hi again, everybody. Matt Vasgersian welcoming you to our exclusive postseason coverage on MLB Network. With me is Mark DeRosa and Dan Plesac. And Dan, we'll start with you. This series has the feel of one that's about
once again,
to get very interesting.
Tonight's shirt brought to you by John Boy Media.
Squads, it's clear both
Houston
of them
Trash
have
Bros.
several guys that can hurt you with the bat. It's not just the middle of the order guys that you have to look out for as a pitcher.
So we got Andrew Heaney on the mound tonight for the Halos, and looks like
The postseason is officially
is that
in
Verlander or
full swing.
Bumgarden?
Lineups
Bumgarden.
and first pitch coming up next.
Samuel Bouquet, welcome to the stream. Thank you for dropping by. And Black Vikings as well. Welcome to the stream. Thank you for dropping by. I really like,
Drawing closer to the start of game
Jeremy
one,
Blake's
let's join
music.
Public address announcer Alex Miniak.
and Smile is just a nice, chill track as background music, which really is all I want.
Your 2021 Houston Astros.
Briefly
Yep,
now
Mad
look
Bum.
at the two starters who get the ball here in game one.
Now, I'm not really a Pokemon person anymore, Co531, but
And with that,
is it
let's
really
take a
as
look at
bad
the
as people
Angels
claim it
starting
is,
lineup.
or is it just a whole
Keep an
another
eye on.
situation, people getting all mad about stuff on the internet for really no reason?
In the middle, things just happen. Guys in front of him get on, he drives them in, and if not, he has the ability to get things started and set the guys up behind him. He's a force.
Madison Bumgarner.
Well, it kind of sounds like the guy, the original artist who did it, was having these songs claimed without his knowledge or permission. So it might be worth trying using Stockholm Sunset again, but I just don't know that I care to risk it, honestly.
And that's why it's going to be fun to watch and work in this one here today.
Time for a look at the Houston Astros on D. And let's take a look at Carlos Correa. I had an old friend say to me one time, this is what they
Actually,
look
I've got
like.
it
And
in
this is
the
exactly
the
what it
rotation if you
looks
want me
like.
to play it.
Ball four, take the base. Ball four, take the base. 3 out.
So striding forward now, Carter Thomas. And Houston looking for more here in just the opening
Oh
frame of
dear.
the game.
Houston up a couple runs. Runners on the corners here. Bottom of the first. Not the way you want to start.
The 1-2. Skied into straightaway right.
It's a fly
Barrios
ball.
has it in his tracks.
And that is going to end the
ends
inning. Grim Reaper, 45-68. Welcome to the stream. Right. Well,
So it's
thank
2
you for
runs
dropping
on
by.
3 hits, no errors, and 2 men left stranded.
It is
On to the
Stockholm
second inning
Sunset,
now
or
for Minute
ST.
Maid Park. It's
what is
the
it?
Astros 2
STHLM?
and the Angels nothing. Standing in, Salomon Barrios, as he'll get his first opportunity in this one.
Okay, Mad Bum. Let's see what you got.
Now here's the pitch.
Show
And that
me
misses for
what you got.
Bases are empty, 1 man out.
That's a ball.
Another cutter down. Taken. Ball
Time
2.
to look at our umpires in this one. Behind the plate is Dave Lawrence.
Dan, we got Dave Lawrence behind the dish tonight. One of the best in the business, in my opinion. But
I guess if this
sometimes
one
has
gets
a
copyright
tendency
claimed,
to
we'll
fall
know
into a
why.
pattern where he's given a little bit too much on that outside corner.
Cutter
Yeah,
inside.
he'll open
3-0.
up that
Come
outside
on,
corner,
guys.
especially with left-handed batters.
You trying
I'd be
to
shocked if
throw to
this
me?
wasn't
You
a
trying to throw to
4-pitch
me?
walk right here. He doesn't want to mess around and leave something over the heart of the plate and get beat in this situation.
Ah,
And 2 quick outs here in
well
the second.
hit. Left field.
And with 2
No
away
joy.
now, let's give you a look at the big picture here. There you see the participants in this year's playoffs.
Let's play ball. Out. He's out. Got it. Three. Out. Out. Three. He's out.
Okay. Let's try this again. Lined
Again,
out to
once
second.
again, Salomon Barrios.
The right fielder, Salomon Barrios.
First pitch of the at-bat. Just able to get
Well,
a
it's
piece
just
of that
like,
for strike 1.
You know, you
This
just
is a
got to
tough
remember
guy
the
right here to hit
ancient
into the
words of
double
wisdom.
play. He's
Stop
fast and he's
getting
swinging
mad
from the
about
outside,
video
so Out of
games.
the box, he's going to get a good break. You might have to try to get the strikeout right here because very rarely are you going to get this guy to ground into a double play.
Fastball inside.
Fastball that crowds him a bit, and it's 1-1. Upton, base runner at first with 1 out.
Here we go, guys.
Trying to go the other way.
Ah.
This is looped out toward third.
Soft
But
liner
gloved by the
right at the third
baseman for
baseman.
the out. And with
Bad
2
time to
away
get
now,
cold,
let's give you a look at
Salomon.
the big picture here. There you see the participants in this year's playoffs.
I mean, I vaguely remember a bag of literal trash that was a Pokemon back in, back-to-backers from the end of the lineup for LA. Gets us back to within 1 going into the bottom of the 5th.
In 34 tries. He also has 1 home run. Fly ball out toward
Fly
right
ball,
field.
right field.
And he
Oh,
will
I
make
didn't
the
think I was
play
going
out
to get
there.
that one, but we made it in time. Give me a second, please. Got alarms going off. If I recall correctly, his batting stance is Dante Bichette.
So stepping in, Salomon Barrios. And he always poses a threat.
And tonight's boss challenge will be Madison Bumgarner. Well, we're down 4-2 now, top 6. I'm going to go ahead and use
First pitch of
Showtime.
the at-bat on it. Just lucky to make contact on that one as it's chopped foul. Both teams with 6 hits so far.
Oh, big guy. See you drive it right here.
Nope.
The 0-1 is a fastball low, and that evens the count at 1-1.
You know, he's one of their guys they rely on to get their offense going. They need a rally, so we'll see if he can spark one here.
And he'll dive back in.
Curveball way outside. Like that one just about wasn't on the radar tracker.
And there goes Upton. Pitch misses low. The throw down.
All right.
In there easily as the throw bounces
Timely steal there, and he gets in safe at second.
That gets a lead that big.
I was kind of wondering about that one too, but he was in safe.
Runner at second here with one man out.
That just missed too. Come on.
Line towards center field.
Line shot center field, but that one is just... Come on! Tag up! Tag up, dude! Frick.
Play ball. Three. Hey now. Three.
In now, Salomon Barrios.
Normally you only get to use it once. There are circumstances during a game where if you have it boosted, you can use it, and if you get a hit on it, yeah, you can use it for one at bat. And if you get a hit off that, there are circumstances where if you get a hit off that at bat, you can use it later in the game. But it's kind of a gamble because you kind of have to stake it out ahead of time, and if you don't get a good contact off it. The Astros have defeated the Angels 4-2, first game of the series. Oh well.
Moments of drama and excitement. In the end, these guys came away with the victory and look on to the next one.
I mean, I don't know what else we could have done there. We had 3 pretty good hits, and they were all liners straight at fielders. There's really not much you can do in a situation like that.
Before we take our leave, time for a look at our final line score here in what turned out to be a close 2-run victory.
I wonder, CloudBot not working?
Well, heroes are made in the postseason, and he was at least the hero in this one. He's our top player of the game.
And obviously, every game is so important in the postseason. So when you come to play like he did and make a big difference for your team, it's something that won't be forgotten.
The cameras are real.
The final score tonight, the Astros win the opener here in the division series. Madison Bumgarner earns the victory on the mound. So that just about does it for Mark DeRosa, Dan Plesac, Heidi Watney down on the field, and the rest of our crew. I'm Matt Vasgersian. Thanks for watching MLB Network.
Fans are final line.
Well, it's something that I've been thinking about for a while. I haven't quite committed to doing it. But if I were to do it, I would want to do something like the Shohei Ohtani model, where you have a player who's had a couple years of play under their belt, so they come in to play a little older, a little more developed. And yeah, something like I can't think of any Japanese relievers off the top of my head, but somebody who has a little bit different pitch style, a little bit different play style. And, you know, we'll see how that works out. In any case, Yankees go 1-up over Cleveland in their half of the ALDS. LA and New York go 2-up over their respective opponents. They're 1 win away from going to the NLCS. Guess we'll see how Game 2 treats us against the Houston Astros. Let's get out here and get it. Literally no one. Myself, Lou now needs to be banned from baseball.
Daytime
All of
baseball
Hinch,
here on MLB
Cora,
Network.
and
It's game 2 of the
Beltran need to be
ALDS
suspended for a year.
between the Los Angeles
They need
Angels
to,
of Anaheim
they
and
need to find the
Houston
organization,
Astros.
the max. They need
Game 2
to
of
suspend.
the
They need to
AL
get rid of their
Division Series is next.
draft picks, their first round draft picks for like 5 years. And if Jim Crane, the owner of the Astros, knew, he needs to be forced to sell the team.
Game 2 of the series. Dan Plesac, what do you got?
Hey, Matt, Lance McCullers might have the best right-handed breaking ball in the game of baseball. Has the kind of hard slider that he could throw 4 or 5 times in a row and still get swings and misses. Good fastball, too. 93 to 95 miles an hour. Wipeout, and
Getting close to first pitch here. Let's listen in to public address announcer Alex
Yeah, even just
Miniak.
making them take the flag down, you know, removing their name from the books. You need to do it because it's tainted. I mean, you're supposed to say if the allegations are true, but come on, you know, you can go in and listen. It's like, you know, John Boy did the legwork on one of them, and then a whole bunch of his viewers did the legwork on a whole bunch of other two. They had it in place, it worked for them, and they rode it to a World Series title.
he delivers a good at-bat and clutch hits basically every time he walks into the box. I love watching this guy.
I'd say the evidence is damning, but that would be an insult to the damned.
Dan, any thoughts?
Hey, Matt, Lance McCullers might have the best right-handed breaking ball in the game of baseball. Has the kind of hard slider that he could throw 4 or 5 times in a row and still get swings and misses. Good fastball, too. 93 to 95 miles an hour. Wipeout, and I mean wipeout breaking ball. His changeup has gotten better every year. If he's throwing strikes,
Yeah, I'm not even a Yankees fan or like even a real Angels fan or anything really. It's just, you know, the Astros, they've been behaving in a way that I don't like as far as the organization goes for quite a while now, a couple of years now. And the more that comes out about them, the less I find to like about them.
So coming to the plate,
So Salomon 0 for 4 in his first game, and then 0 for 2 in his previous game. So yeah, he's tearing it up here in the postseason. Not exactly Mr. October right now.
A shot down the first base
Pulled that one a little bit early, but
here,
at least I made
0-1.
contact on it. Well, the other thing is that it sounds like none of the other teams or owners like the Astros. I mean, they've gone about this whole last couple of years very arrogantly, and like it's been clear that they've been pushing the
This one's smoked.
Cranked it.
High and deep
left field.
Ranging back is Bradley.
Off the scoreboard. I'm going 3. I don't give a dang.
And he's
Salomon in with a triple. Let's go.
This
Venga.
thing had a chance to get out of here as it headed deep to left center, but it stays in the park, banging high off the wall. The runner has to play in front of him, so he sees they're going to have some trouble getting it back in, and he motors round second into third for the triple.
Banger off the left field wall.
The batter, number 2, shortstop, Xander Bogart.
And he misses with
And he
one
takes
here.
a
It's
walk.
1-4. So that'll at least bring the double play into the conversation.
Xander
with runners at
Bogaerts
the
on
corners and
first
one
with that
away.
walk.
I'm sure the manager is fine with that. He tried to entice him with that 3-2 pitch, but he didn't take the bait. First base was open, though, so he just needs to make
I mean, by all rights, that triple probably should have been an out on third base, but
He's set. Here comes the 1-1.
Jeff McNeil swings and misses on that one. It's a 1-2.
This is a big pitch coming up.
I can't remember. I feel like he's had at least one case where he runs home on
No score to this point.
a passed ball or something.
Bouncer to the left
Slow
side.
grounder. That's going to be...
Altuve for 1.
It's not quite a double play, and that drives in a run, so Salomon in safe. Tyler
Looked
T,
like
welcome
that
to the
might be
stream.
an
Thank you for dropping by.
double play off the bat, but that was some great
Appreciate
hustle
ya.
to beat the throw at first. Keeps the inning alive, and more importantly, he gets an RBI because of it.
Jeff McNeil had to really leg that one out, but he does his job. And in fact, that turned into a big misplay. Couple errors now on the Houston box score, and that turns into a 3-0 lead.
Digging in, Salomon Barrios.
Runners first and second with only one out.
What's he got in store for us here? 50th pitch of the game on its way.
Lance McCullers puts one outside, ball one.
Now, I'm sure these infielders know it, but this hitter can burn down the baseline. So if he puts a ground ball in play, the defense is going to have to make a perfect turn to turn 2.
The set and the 1-0
Ooh,
pitch.
that was close.
Lays
Ball
off
2.
again, and it's 2-0.
Well, I know the last thing he wants to do is load the bases right here, so the pressure is on right now to get back in the strike zone.
Knuckle curve, 2-seam, changeup, 4-seam.
That's lifted the other way out to left.
Oh, that's a
and
bloop.
Gonna fall for a base hit.
It's
And
in
that
for
will
a base
hold that
hit.
runner
Good
over
job
at
right there.
third
Get
as
it
he'll
back.
move up only 90 feet, but the bases are loaded with one away.
That one drops in. Sydney, thank you for stopping by. I appreciate it. Have a good night, and have a good day at work tomorrow.
He fights it off the other way.
Yeah, you tip your hat to the pitcher right there. He executed his
That's
pitch.
bases
Nice
loaded
job
here
by
for
the
Xander
offensive player.
Bogaerts.
It doesn't matter what it looks like. A knock's a knock.
Xander Bogaerts.
Angels
Swung
shortstop
and missed.
behind in the count at a ball and 2 strikes.
If you're going to catch up to a high fastball like that, it's all about getting that front foot down in enough time to allow your hands to start moving forward. He was way too late there.
And this is swung on and missed.
Swung on and
Oh, a
missed.
Huge
Oof.
punch out there as the bases
Big
remain
oof.
loaded with 2 away now. Good job of making him chase a pitch for the strikeout there.
Yeah, Matt, that's the advantage of getting ahead in the count. You can really force hitters to expand their zone and protect. And when they're in that mode, getting them to go after a pitch they can't do much with becomes a lot
Salomon
easier.
had 28 home runs on this season. I don't know what his career total is off the top of my head.
Number 7.
To 2 balls and 2 strikes now.
Fastball
Now the Astros
taken
have
low,
somebody
ball
up in the
2.
bullpen as a right-hander has started to warm up out
Carson
there.
Smith warming up out there.
3 runs, 5 hits.
Jeff
No errors
McNeil,
to this point
he's
for
not
the
really a
Angels.
home run slugger, but he's hit his share.
And they're working
Fills the
outer
count,
half here. That
3-2.
one's wide
Mike
for
Trout
ball
on
3.
deck.
Well, this has
Everybody's
been a
gonna be in
long
motion
inning
on this
already,
one.
And I know he doesn't want it to get any longer. I expect a challenge pitch right here.
He set the payoff pitch. He pulls this one into right, and that's in there. Base hit, 1 run
And that
score.
is going to be a
And
base
the runner
hit there
from
for
second
Jeff
is in to
McNeil. I might have been
score.
able to
Now
make
a
it up to third there,
5-0
but
lead.
I think we're plenty good with 2 runs on that single to right field.
2-run base hit right there.
Yeah, that batter was
Blows
able
this
to
one
control his
open,
emotions.
5 to
Not a guy who
nothing.
fears going deep in the count right there, and he was able to come.
And that is going to be Lance
Here comes
McCullers'
the
day
Astros
today.
skipper up out of the Houston dugout, and he's going to motion for the bullpen as that'll be all for his starter this afternoon. So
Doesn't
he'll
all have
exit
to
here
be
this
home
afternoon
runs.
to a smattering of boos
A
after what can be
good,
described as really
good
a subpar
well-timed single
performance.
can be just as valuable.
Answers the call from the pen here in the 4th as they didn't get the outing they were hoping for from their starter.
All right, Mikey, let's see what you got.
The center fielder, number 27, Mike Trout.
Ground ball, foul down
Pulls
the
that
left side.
foul, 1-2 count.
Hey, gotta hold him right here. Here we go. He's driving right back to the picture. Huh, now?
The 1-2 pitch.
That's
one's in the
not.
dirt.
Uh-oh. Crap.
Thought about third, but he'll go to second.
Ah.
In time as he just gets the
Shoot.
tag out. So 2 runs on 3
Missed.
hits, 1 error.
Thrown out on the
One man
base paths
left
like a
on.
nincompoop.
To the bottom of inning
That's all you
number
can say
4 we
there.
go. The Angels are out
First
in
base,
front,
or the
5-0.
runner on first started going off. I wasn't going at the time. So
the base is empty here with one away. And next is the catcher, Wilson Ramos.
Wilson Ramos to the plate, 1 out, bottom 4.
Skied into straightaway right.
Fly ball, right field. Salomon out there to get it. That'll be the second out of the inning.
Play to record the second out.
I mean, that's partly on me. I'm not gonna lie. Not a good look. Here comes Yolmer Sanchez.
Stepping into the box, Yolmer Sanchez. He'll look to bounce back after striking out his last time up. Bradley,
3-2 count.
with 1 gone in the inning. Fly ball out to straightaway right.
And that's going to be an easy one for Salomon.
2 down. There's our line score through the first 4.5, and these guys have basically had the bats taken right out of their hands. Just 1 hit to this point.
I didn't see who was pitching today. Is it? It's not Ohtani, is it? Like, yeah, it's Shohei Ohtani. He's holding these guys down right now. Kind of surprised.
Salomon Barrios. He singled his last time up.
Salomon Barrios.
Ready with the first pitch. Here it comes. And a changeup here misses off the corner to start him out. It's ball 1.
The intent with that changeup away was one thing and one thing only. Get a double play ball. Nice job to lay off it at the plate, though.
Now it's 2-0.
Now this is the kind of count this guy feeds on at the plate. You can bet he's geared to hit the fastball right here.
Get your pitch. The 2-0 on the way. Now a ball
Uh-oh.
to short. This could be 2.
Double play
There's
ball.
An inning-ending double play. 1 hit in the inning, but no one left.
Well, it was too much to hope for that Salomon would go 3 for 3 on the day.
Angels 5 and the Astros nothing.
At least we didn't strike out. Well, it's no longer.
Stepping up now, Salomon Barrios.
For the Angels.
Mr. Fist, welcome to the stream. Thank you for dropping by.
Pitch coming, here it is. And a bit too
What's
high with
up
that
is
one.
we're
It's
1
1-0.
game down in the American League Divisional Series against the Houston Astros. Their camera appears to be fully functional, and they got the trash cans working in the
Now
dugout.
the 1-0. And he grooves the fastball.
Cranks
This is
that
hit high
one,
and
center
deep out to
field, not
straightaway
a
center
chance.
field.
That one is
See ya
gone.
later, over the
Adios,
wall, home run.
pelota. 2-run shot to center field, his first of the postseason.
2-run shot to
That was a big
straightaway
bomb.
center. His first
Big
homer
fly
here in the
for
series, as it's
Salomon
now a
Luis
6-run
Aparicio
ball game.
Barrios Garcia.
Well, there's an old saying that the harder you throw, the farther it goes. How about this? Good fastball, and this ball is absolutely tattooed. See you later.
Play ball. 3. Out. 3. 3. 3. 3. 3. 3.
Digging in now, Yolmer Sanchez. No hits in 3 tries so far.
Yolmer Sanchez coming up. Astros running out of chances here. 1 out, 1 on, bottom 9. I believe this is his year 20 season. Because he was 18 when he debuted. He was 19 last year when he had his season-ending MCL injury. And the Angels have defeated the Astros 7-1. Just another Halos victory. We walk out of here winners with the split series, and we head back to Anaheim tied.
Close to a 6-run win. Save your closer for another day and let everyone in on the action.
And Shohei Ohtani, beautiful game from him, honestly. I was wondering where was this guy in the regular season, dude? He was throwing like a 6.5 ERA. No thanks.
one more
Salomon Barrios, 3 for 4 with 2 runs, a homer, and 2 RBI. Oh, yeah. And who's the man of the game? Why, funny you should ask. It's El Chamo himself.
Well, are made in the postseason,
Salomon
and he was
Barrios.
at least the hero in this one. He's our top player of the game.
Yeah, no time like the postseason to come through and lift your team to victory.
I did pick my team, but the team I picked was randomly generated, in case you're curious.
Seven to 1 the final today. The Halos have evened up this series at 1 game apiece. Shohei Ohtani is the winning pitcher of record. Lance McCullers couldn't escape the 4th inning as he slapped with the loss. So that's a wrap for us in this one. Mark DeRosa, Dan Plesac, Heidi Watney, Matt Vasgersian, we all thank you for watching Major League Baseball on MLB Network. See you next time.
Okay, so with that, Salomon 3 for 4 in this game, something like 3 for 6 in the series, or like I forget. Javier Baez, take him or leave him, I guess. I don't remember that he did a whole lot this last year, but you got to put somebody on the cover. Let's see. LA splits the series. New York Yankees 2-0 over Cleveland, so they're on the cusp. Take a look briefly. Going to LA, Sim-a-day. Make sure I'm not gonna break something by doing this, but yep. LA against the Pirates. They lose one. But the New York Mets clinch it, and they're going to the NLCS against the winner of Pittsburgh and LA. So we got our next chance out here against the Houston Astros, and this time they don't have the benefit of their center field camera. Let's get out here and get it. Yeah, Pete Alonso I would buy as cover athlete.
We are under the bright lights tonight as MLB Network
or
welcomes you to this presentation of Major
Rendon
League Baseball.
would have been a good choice.
It's Game 3 of the American League Division Series.
Of course, I'm guessing they wanted to avoid the whole
and the Los Angeles Angels of Anaheim.
the whole Bryce Harper thing of this year, where they didn't know what uniform he was going to be wearing on the cover until almost the new season. So I don't know. I guess we'll find out.
In Game 3 of the series.
Or rather, I guess we have found out, and the answer is very, as far as I'm concerned. Cubs fans, I'm sure you guys are happy, but I can take him.
He was able to come away with a no decision. This guy's a much better pitcher than that, and he's going to need to pitch a lot better in this one.
Home side about to take the field. This place is jumping. Here's public address announcer Alex Miniak.
And now, your 2021 Los Angeles Angels.
Now here's a look at the Astros starting lineup. Anybody catch your eye, Dan?
Matty, they have to be very happy with Alex Bregman right now. We all know he's just a great baseball player. He's one of the elite players in the game, and it's always a privilege to see him do his thing. Hopefully he does just that in this one.
Jaime Barria gets the ball in Game 3 of the series.
Yeah,
What's your take
God,
on
this was
Van?
great.
Hey, this guy has a 4-pitch repertoire, right? And those are a lot of nice options to have. You can go hard, soft. You can go in and out. And anytime you have
I mean,
4
shoot,
pitches,
do it like,
if you can go for strikes, you have the big advantage.
I'm sure it's happened somewhere, but like, do like 6 different covers. You know, get the one that you
Here's how
like.
the
Get the
Halos
one
are gonna
for
line up on
you know,
defense.
do one for
And
each
let's
division.
focus our attention on outfielder Kyle Schwarber. I'm sure if we were in the trust
Have I ever thought of going out to play baseball next summer?
But he's gone
No,
to the
not
outfield,
particularly.
worked his tail off,
I'm
and he
satisfied
handles
sitting in
it
the stands and
adequately with a nice arm
just kind of
and a
watching. You know, my hand-eye coordination is barely good enough for me to play this baseball, let alone real baseball. Jackie Bradley Jr. coming up here for the Astros. It's 0-0. Top 2. We got a runner first, 1 out. Actually, I was kind of disappointed because I did see that one of my local team, my new local team, is on the cutting board for. Uh-oh! Shoot! 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 That was a missed throw.
Fortunately, however, the third baseman's able to run it down.
Yeah, but I was disappointed to see that my local minor league team is on the chopping block for teams getting knocked out in the new negotiating thing. Oh, that's something I forgot to do. I forgot to give Salomon a playoff beard. This is actually trimmed down from the beard that I had, but you go to war with the playoff beard you have, not the playoff beard you want.
From the stretch.
Shot that one away. Strike one.
Able to foul it away. A runner on first with 2 away. Just off the plate and high, ball 1.
1 ball, 1 strike.
Well, you know, as far as I'm concerned, there's no wrong choice for somebody to put on a baseball cover, with the possible exception of folks like Addison Russell or Roberto Osuna, you know, Odubel Herrera, Felipe Vazquez. You know, there's a couple of guys who maybe you don't want on the cover of your franchise video game, but you know, there's plenty of good ones. Plenty of good ones. In any case, oh yeah, Salomon hit a double, scored a run. Let's go, Venga.
4 hits in 21 at-bats. He's gone down on strikes 8 times as well.
Fouled that one off.
But foul.
2 down, 2 down.
Liner.
Oh, nice liner. Right center field. Salomon rounding third, headed home. That is going to be another double. Nice. 4-0, bottom 2. Let's go.
Also on the play, a run comes across to score.
Well, we've already had
I'm excited. Can you tell?
balls in the first 2 innings here, and here's another one. Absolutely jumps off his bat and into the outfield, bringing another run home here in the early going.
Come on. 8 out. 3. 3. Ball 4, take 4.
Are you asking my opinion, or are you asking for like just a solid choice? I really like. Well, I would probably get whatever San Diego like blue caps you can, like the navy caps, because they're going back to their browns this coming new season.
Strike 1 to start the at-bat.
You know, I like the Rays caps. I like. Yeah, I like. There's a lot of good teams and a lot of good hats. I'm a traditionalist,
And the pitch.
so I kind of like hats that are more classic look than the really avant-garde stuff.
That's pretty much the case when you airmail.
Like, I don't know that I would go for any of the Players Weekend hats, or like the alternates, the Father's Day caps, the you know, the Veterans Day caps or whatever.
Runners at the corners, 2 men out.
But you know, just pick out the ones you like, I suppose.
And he lays off a pitch outside as they draw even at 2-2.
I was in the middle of saying earlier, kind of forgot.
Slider,
Oof, slider inside, nice. Salomon strikes out. Hector Rondon gets him with the slider inside. I was in the middle of saying that in the aftermath of the Nationals championship, success, their win in the World Series, I bought a Washington Nationals World Series champion hat, and I got it this previous week and opened the box, and there was nothing in the box. It was totally empty. No receipt, no hat, no nothing. Queen Martinez, the difficulty I play on is Hall of Fame. And once we get done with the game here, I'll go ahead and show my sliders. Is that okay?
And that's too high, ball 2.
Guy's throwing at 98 miles an hour. Goodness gracious.
You can bet he's geared to hit the fastball right here.
The 2-0 on the way. 2 balls and a strike now. Schwarber is off of first.
Yeah, I play Hall of Fame batting and legend pitching.
Fastball is looked at for strike 2.
99 at the letters. And the change up gets me swinging.
That will retire the side. 1 hit, 1 left. 5 innings complete. The Halos lead this one 8-0.
Yeah, I did. I got in touch, and they were very nice. They said they were going to send me a new one. And it was just funny because I got it from the MLB shop. Uh-oh. They're coming back. They're rallying from an 8-0 deficit.
Here's the catcher, Wilson Ramos. Previously against Vizcaíno, the pitcher zoned him. He's a paltry 1 for 11. He's also
Wilson Ramos up top 8. 1 out.
The 0-2 delivery. Now he extends nicely, and this
that's a good fly.
Right field and deep. And
Salomon gets it at the wall, steals a home run. Let's go. Awesome. I love it.
Now for the Angels.
That's the kind of play you want to see out of him. All right, bottom 8, 1 out, nobody on. Who do we got on the mound? Chris Davinsky. Okay, let's see what you got, Chris. Chris.
Let her rip one time.
First delivery to him on the way. Trying to work that slider to the outer half, but it misses 1-0.
Actually, the one hat that I want that I haven't been able to find from a reputable source, it's just
now the 1-0.
It's just a straight up black umpire's hat. You know, with the Batterman logo on the front. Pity the King. The Angels are not my favorite team. My favorite team are the Philadelphia Phillies. But Salomon plays for the Angels, and so I decided to rep the team.
Now the 2-0 home. And he grooves the fastball.
Crushes that one. Leaps at the wall, but it doesn't matter. Adios, pelota. Big fly to center field from Salomon Luis Aparicio Barrios Garcia. I think we've seen it out here. Highlight reel catch, and then a absolute bomb to center field.
The ball the entire way. He thought he had it, and he might tell you he should have had it, but he just couldn't bring it back into the yard. Sometimes it's a game of inches, folks.
Here's Michael Brantley starting things.
All right, top 9, bases loaded, nobody out. We're going to be rough.
Yeah, not a lot of hope for them at this point. These guys know these
Uh-oh, this one has a chance. Nope.
Can't mill in your chances as a professional.
Throwing it to the cutoff man, but it's not going to get there in time, so that's going to allow a run to come in on a sac fly.
Man, this is a spot where you really want to get greedy as a hitter. Bases loaded, nobody out. You're hoping for that big swing.
I mean, big if true, but I'm more inclined to think that
only one run scores. I'm sure he wanted more, but he's not going to complain about.
More inclined to think that the Stros just got outplayed. Bullpen's doing their best to blow it. They've allowed, what, 4 runs here? Uh-oh, not going to have a chance on this one.
No one can get there as it falls.
Ah, come on, throw home. Throw home on that one, you jerk. Dang.
Definitely tried to elevate the heater right there.
Michael
stepping in and ready for another
tied it
Michael
up.
Brantley earned himself an RBI with a sac fly his last time at the plate. High and deep to right. Barrios.
Not a chance. Out of here.
And they have taken the lead.
Despicable.
A solo shot here to straightaway right field. And it's now a 1-run ball game.
All right, they made it interesting.
How about the work the lineups have been doing so far?
And Correa homers. 2017, definitely. 2018, 2019. It was tough to say they didn't.
Yeah, that last at that, Daddy, he turned that fastball around. He didn't hit it a ton. He didn't hit it a country mile. Hey, listen, home run is a home run.
Throw to first will be in time.
Come back here to the mound, and that's going to do it.
Take home field advantage right back.
Blown it in the 9th inning. Gosh.
As this one is over.
Hey, it took them an extra frame to do it, but hey, they're not going to complain as they lock up a nice road victory here in 10 innings.
You hate to see it. Well, what we still got, 2 games to play in the series. This is going to be our elimination series game, though. We don't get this one, we are out.
Time for one last check of the line score in this extra innings victory. Well, heroes are made in the postseason, and he was at least the hero in this one. He's our top.
I've seen what remains, or I've seen
and obviously
what remains of Edith Finch. I haven't played it.
It's something that won't be forgotten.
I ought to go back and replay Return of the Obra Dinn. I mean, it wouldn't be a surprise for me because I know how it all plays out. Zach Katz, welcome to the stream. Thank you for dropping by. Bobbing my microphone here. Welcome to the stream and thank you for dropping by. Hope you're having a great night. Astros tie it up in the 9th and win in the 10th. Unforgivable. 7 runs in the 9th. Oof.
First for the victorious Astros, 11 runs, 13 hits, no errors. They left 14 men on base.
Brantley hit a sac fly. Correa grounded to left for a single. Altuve hit to right for a single. Bregman doubled to center. Voit homered to right.
45,477. The Angels once again.
Somebody kill that bullpen. Well, congratulations on the new phone. Yeah, so... Well, thing is, that was at, what's it called? Angel Stadium, so... They weren't getting the camera there, but wasn't a good look. So anyway, who was it? Queen Martinez, you were asking for my sliders, and here they bees. Timing is up a little bit because I'm old or I'm older than I look, and my reaction time is not good. But pretty much everything except pitcher control is at baseline. And I guess I got a couple things tweaked more than normal. I'm going to take a quick break here. Going to get some more water. We are sitting down 2-1 in the series. New York has clinched. The NLCS is now decided. It's the Mets and Dodgers going to face off, and as soon as we get back, either Houston is going to go to the ALCS or LA is going to pull a comeback. We'll find out right after these messages. And we're back. Thank you for your patience. Let's get back on the horse. We're the last series to decide here, so we get to choose. We have the chance now. Can we either tie it up and send the series back to Houston, or are we going to go home, or are we going to make an early exit? Let's get out here and get it. I kind of wish I'd had a chance to put up my signed poster here. I got it signed by a couple of the pitchers off of the staff of the local baseball team, my local baseball team, before I'd moved.
It's game 4 of the
and I was hoping to find it before now, but I guess I just didn't remember that I stuck it in with the rest of my hats, so
it's game 4 of the AL Division
only found it today.
Next,
so I'll have it hung up here before too much longer.
Felix Pena will do his best on the mound to keep his team alive here.
I'm not expecting like any major league names on there, but they can surprise me.
He's a little bit up and down throughout points of his career. A career ERA just
mostly, I was just glad to have a little piece of that season because they did win their league championship this year, and it was a lot of fun to be a part of it.
It'll be interesting to see.
Getting close to first pitch here. Let's listen in to public address announcer Alex Miniak.
And now, your 2021
Stay hydrated, kids.
Los Angeles Angels.
Now here's a look at the Astros starting lineup. Dero, what's your take on this lineup as they look to lock up the division series?
Matty, you take a look at this lineup. I find myself thinking back to my playing days when I knew I had the ace on the mound.
One of the things I was thinking of doing when I have a little more time to myself is actually doing a little guide on, how to set up for and plan for recordings, like what kind of gear or programs you might need to do it.
execute and score, manufacture.
You know, it's been a while since I've had to do some of like the more restrictive video editing, and like I feel like there's some fun challenges to be had by testing yourself in that way.
Time for a look at the Angels on defense. And let's focus our attention on Xander Bogaerts, shortstop, up to shoot. One of the best in the business, one of the smoothest players in the game. We talk a lot about Robinson.
Okay, let's get back at it.
At second base. The X-Man is no different at shortstop and the bat flip.
Oof. And Felix Pena making a hash of it early. 2 runs, 3 runs. So Salomon 5 for 13 in the postseason so far. Not the best, but not the worst. We got slider, 2-seam, 4-seam knuckle curve.
He's ready. Here's the first offering.
2-seamer tailing away, ball 1.
Plate that time. Barrios, only 20 years old. He was selected in the 15th round back in the draft of 2019.
What an absolute steal. I mean, this guy has gotten a lot of people some big raises in the organization.
Out in front of that
to be
one,
drafted as low as he was and turned himself into one of the biggest superstars in our sport. I am very impressed with what this guy's been able to accomplish.
Ready with the 1-1 pitch.
He's up right here, right here.
In the dirt, and now let's see. Throw goes to third.
He's in safe at third. Nice.
Safe at third. Schwarber at third with nobody out. Shows bunt here, but
Pull
this
back the
one
bunt in
misses.
time.
3.
So 3-1 count. See if they feed one to Salomon. I'm hungry.
Get hard back up.
Well, that's a grounder right up the middle, so that is going to be a run scored. Sacrifice grounder. Salomon does his job in that situation.
Great job to rob him of an RBI single. Showed some great
Carlos Correa, nice sliding play. I got to give him credit for that. Never let it be said that the Houston Astros in the last couple of years can't play baseball. You know, never let it be said that they're not good at playing the game. It just makes it that much more egregious when they have to cheat on top of it.
With 2 gone, and in to hit next, it'll be the left-handed batter Jackie Bradley Jr.
3-2, top of the 4th, 2 outs, nobody on.
The windup and the 0-1. Pulled high in the air
High
out to right
fly
field.
ball, but it's going to be a
Barrios
can of
has
corn
read
to
on
the
it.
kingdom of Salomon, and he's out there to get it
The inning is over.
to end the inning.
1, 2, 3 go the Astros. They're up 3-2.
Ugh. Yuck. So, bottom 5, we're now down 6-2. Not looking ideal.
Yeah, I understand that, Matty, but this guy's got burned.
High fastball taken, ball 1.
I don't think he even concerns himself with that. He has to put it on the ground. That's part of what makes him successful.
And he won't bite at that one either. It's 2-0.
Boy, he just looks locked in at the plate right now to me. His numbers in recent games have been very good, and those were 2 stone-cold takes right there that put himself in a great hitter's count.
Fouled away.
Fouled that one off.
Runs, 4 hits, and no errors to this point for the Angels.
Actually, the game that I've been playing most when I'm not playing MLB The Show has been Death Stranding. I've loved that game so
2 balls
far.
and 2 strikes now. 2 balls, 2
It's not really
strikes,
my
a crucial
usual
count for both
oeuvre
pitcher
on
and
the channel,
hitter. So, Dan,
at least
what was
not
your
with
approach
regard
on
to
the mound in
the other
that
stuff
count?
I'm
You
doing.
still pitched for the strikeout here.
I think
But, God, it's such a good game. Like, it is so atmospheric. It's a lot of fun. Like, the core gameplay mechanics are real fun. The,
And another foul ball.
you know, the story is wild and self-indulgent and full of Kojima craziness, and it's so much fun. I love it.
It's full now, 3-2.
You can certainly tell at bats like this one frustrate the heck
Matter
out
of
of
fact,
the pitcher.
well,
You gotta find a way to stay
I'd be
composed
jumping
and
into the
execute your
game
plan.
And he finally wins the battle as this is swung on and missed for
Swung
the
on
second
and
out.
missed.
Boy, that's really disappointing for a guy that has wheels, right? All he wants to do is get on base.
I was going to say, I'd stream it for you guys, but the save that I'm on is well more than I think halfway into the game. Or maybe not, you know, but a considerable length of time into the game, probably 20 or 30 hours or more. And I just don't know how much sense it would make to people. Oh, well, make up a little bit of ground here. But not a whole lot. We're still down.
Ready for another shot now. Salomon Barrios.
We're still down 6-3 in the bottom of the
Sometimes you
seventh.
just got to tip your cap to the guy on the mound. He's getting paid to try and get you north of 7.
Oh no, Salomon, you bad man! Why would you do that? It's out of here! Adios, pelota! Number 3 on the postseason. I don't know what they're saying there, but number 3 on the postseason for Salomon Barrios to right field and gone. Big fly for Salomon Luis Aparicio Barrios Garcia.
Well, people always wonder why some players make so much money, and there's your answer. The great ones find a way to...
Three. He's back. He's out.
It's a shame that it's really all going for nothing, because as soon as we score, they score another one. Another one. Another one. Another one.
The 1-1. Hammered the other way to deep right field.
He's going for it.
Going back.
Oh, not a chance.
A 2-run
9-4, top of the 8th.
Right field. His first homer so far in the series.
I mean, stick a fork in this one as far as I'm concerned.
Let's play ball. Out. Three.
Here's Carlos Correa now. Went deep earlier, and he's
Angels
still
pitching was so good for so much of the year, but God, they have an atrocious bullpen and starters who can't carry them.
Late swing, but he's still able to get a lot of this one out toward deep right field. And he will run this one
Solomon's got it for what it's worth. And the Astros have defeated the Angels 10-4. So Houston wins it on hostile territory, and they take it to the Yankees in the ALCS. And the LA Angels go out early again. Dark Towel, you're not wrong.
Well, they know their work
And
is
just one
nowhere
last
close to
time.
being finished, but they've handled their business
John
so
Boy
far,
Truther.
winning here
Houston
to punch their
Astros.
ticket to the ALCS, an impossible trip to the World Series.
I don't know if that actually got seen all the way.
And they did some damage offensively in this one, enough to get the win, and this man led the charge. He's our top player
I got
of the
my
game.
camera weirdly cropped, I
Well, he
think.
blasted a couple of balls over the wall in this one. Really put the guys on his back and carried him to the victory.
Well, we'll go ahead and see how this postseason plays out.
Left-hander Dan Plesac, Mark DeRosa, and our entire crew. This is
And
Matt
I
Metzger.
guess we'll go ahead and do the
This has been
postseason
American
for
League
Salomon as
Division
well, and then I guess
Series.
we'll just play it by ear. See what we want to do. Or you can go ahead and start telling me what you want to see me do. I wouldn't mind that.
Final line score tonight. First for the victorious Astros.
And if I don't like what you tell me to do, I'll just do something else. The Angels have been eliminated from the playoffs by the Astros. It keeps happening. Okay, so we are now going... Who do we want to follow? Yankees or the Dodgers or the Mets? All right, Mets go up 1 game over the Dodgers. 2 games over the Dodgers. Yankees up 1. Yankees up 2. Dodgers pull 1 back. They tie it up. Yankees 2-1 over the Astros. Dodgers take the series lead 3-2. Yankees 3-1. They're on the cusp. Switching to the Mets then. Yankees game 5, win it over the Astros. They go to the World Series. And on hostile territory, the Mets lose it to the Dodgers. So it's a Yankees-Dodgers World Series throwback to the old days. So game 1, Walker Buehler, Luis Severino. Yankees go up 1. Game 2, Kershaw versus Tanaka. They go up 2. Game 3, Julio Urias versus Jay Montgomery. They go up 3-0. Yankees 4, Kenta Maeda versus Michael Wacha. Well, the Dodgers do pull back 1 game, but again, Yankee Stadium, Walker Buehler versus Cody Anderson. They win it. It is 3-2 going back to LA. Yankees, Kershaw versus Severino. They tie it up going to game 7. Ross Stripling versus Masahiro Tanaka, game 7 in Dodger Stadium. The Yankees have defeated the Dodgers in the 2021 World Series. Well, that is your 2021 postseason in Salomon Land. Okay, who did we lose? Juan Centeno, Dustin Pedroia, David Price, Javi Guerra, excuse me, Josh Osich, Miguel Cabrera, Mike Fires, Matt Bush, Pedro Strop, Junior Guerra, Francisco Pena, Tyler Flowers calls it a career. Evan Longoria calls it quits. Jake Arrieta couldn't get a job. Perhaps deservedly, Wolf, but they certainly beat the Astros, and I think that's almost more important in this context. Mark Canha, Wei-Yin Chen, Shinsu Chu, excuse me. Got that very wrong. Zach Cozart, Charlie Culbertson, probably the best bench hitter off of the Braves. Odrismer Despaigne, Lucas Duda, Gerard Dyson, Todd Frazier, Greg Garcia, Brett Gardner, John Mark Gomez, Matt Harvey finally calls it quits. Hirano, Daniel Hudson. Pretty sure the Yankees aren't carrying the highest payroll in baseball. They really should be, but they're not. John Lester's done. Nick Markakis, Brian McCann, Yadier Molina, Ivan Nova, Seungwon Ho, Trevor Plouffe, Colby Rasmus, Pablo Sandoval, the Panda calls it quits. Matt Shoemaker, Leon Harris Solarte, Johnny Venters, and a couple of Zimmermans. Miggy gets into the Hall of Fame he joins the 3,000 club, the 500 club. 52 steals and a career .310 batting average. Congratulations, Miggy.
check-in call from a representative.
At least we got a taste of the postseason. We'll see how impressed the voters were, but really, we know he's not a... Change might be in order. I'd like to play as a shortstop.
The player is not content with the way he's being used.
The Angels think they're better with you as a right fielder. It's unlikely we'll convince them otherwise, but I'll look into it. Take a quick look, because we're into free agent land. Re-signed Hansel Robles, Dylan Bundy. We traded Cody Allen for a starting pitcher. We got Geraldo Arias for Antonio Maderos, names I have no idea about. Offered a bunch of salary arbitration. Travis Shaw, 5 years, $61.5 million contract. Oof. Hey, big spender. Travis Shaw off of the Brews. Going to free agency, and we got him on our roster. How cool is that? Xander Bogaerts, meanwhile, still has 3 years and millions of dollars left. We traded for Ozzie Maldonado. Or we traded Ozzie Maldonado away for a closing pitcher. Acquired Rowdy Tellez for Justin Bohr, so he's gone. He gone. Probably, well, I mean, I like pitcher most, honestly, but for position players, I think I like shortstop best. There's the most the most level of intrigue and variety. Beg your pardon. Like I said, I'm still kind of getting over this cold. Oh, we signed Corey Kluber. Well, that's interesting. All right, and I guess sim to the end of the offseason. So we got a couple people back, I'm guessing. So presently, our spring training lineup is Xander Bogaerts, Jeff McNeil, Mike Trout, Travis Shaw, Daniel Robertson, JT Realmuto, Salomon Barrios, Justin Smoke, and Corey Dickerson. A lot of these guys, I think, were hurt previously in the last season, so I don't think they got a whole lot of playtime. But we got a bunch of guys on the bench, too. And then pitching rotation, Shohei Ohtani, for God knows what reason, Robbie Ray, Jaime Barria, Corey Kluber, and Herb Tyler. Herb Tyler has yet to have even a single inning pitched in the majors, and I'm guessing that he is going to be making his major league debut this coming year, assuming he stays on the 25-man. Which I don't know. Maybe he will. So do you guys want to play through the spring training, or do you want me to switch over to Meatball or what's his name, Jim Broussard, or do something else? What do you guys think? Well, I'm going to go ahead and save Salomon here. Yeah, sorry, Jim, what's his name? I forgot what his name actually is, but I have a relief pitcher, a couple relief pitchers, and just a few, you know, other weirdos. Jump back in. We got Salomon Barrios, of course. We just finished with Jason Parham. I need to record an episode of Jason's. Well, might be worth doing that. Junichi Maeda is this reliever I've been experimenting with, kind of getting an idea for what I would do if I were to do a closing pitcher series. Sam Selby is a slap-hitting first baseman, kind of small ball type player. Bunch of Jason. Mike Ramos, I think he's basically just like a all-rounder type guy. Jim Belliard, that's his name. He is a pitcher for the Astros organization. Gene Jansen, I have a catcher. Neville Headley, who's just kind of a guy. And then Meatball, knuckleballing, left-handed, submarine. I feel bad for Meaty. Let's take Meaty out for a spin. Just, you know, because I'm guessing some of you guys have not seen him before, because I never bring him out for anything other than streams. He's always been deceptively quick, so why don't we make him deceptively quicker? Incidentally, the meatball you see in the cutscenes is not meatball. The cutscenes cannot capture the true meatiness of meatball.
This manager is hoping to stoke the competitive fire of his pitchers.
All right, top of the ninth, 0 outs, playing on the Cardinals versus Colorado. Let's go out here and get it. Neville Headley.
Ladies and gentlemen,
Mort Ball comes on from the pen, hoping to finish this one off here in the top of the ninth.
Number 0, Mort Ball.
I never do warm-ups for Meaty.
Here's Charlie Blackmon now.
He comes right out the chafing dish. This is Meatball. He's 5'5", 230 pounds, a left-handed submarine knuckleballer.
Here's the first pitch to him.
Slider inside, taken, ball 1. That one went right through him.
Make its way into center field for a base hit, and the leadoff man's aboard now to open the ninth.
There's a hard hit ground ball. Pitcher not able to get a glove on it. Hard single up the middle.
Should have worked on his fielding, I guess.
Right there, Dad. Sent it back right where it came from.
The batter,
A left-handed power batter, Greg Bird.
Knuckleball drops in there, 71 miles an hour.
For a called strike 1. Bird swings, and this one is
One that's going to the fence.
And that ball gets down out near the wall and should be extra bases. And they've really got something going here. Runners at second and third to start the inning.
Well, fortunately, Meaty is not a batter, but rather he is a pitcher.
Thought it might be a little bit closer play at second, but he cruised in there with relative ease.
Not having a good day, Meaty.
And these guys are making a little push here. You have to like the effort despite the odds.
I think the breadcrumbs are a little bit stale on him.
Significant hill to climb, but hey, they string a couple of hits together here, and all of a sudden this thing feels doable.
That's in there, and he's deep in the hole now.
Knuckleball taken, strike
It's great to
2.
be patient, make a pitcher work and all that stuff to try to get walks, but you have to be ready to hit. That was a really hittable pitch, and now you've got to deal with it.
Well, he's got himself into trouble. Let's see if he can't get himself out.
hit in the air down the
Yanks
left field
the
line.
knuckleball.
And this will wind up a foul.
I'm going to give him a running fastball.
And he fouls this one off.
Incidentally, that's a 20-mile-an-hour difference between his fastball and his knuckleball. He throws 91 miles an hour
And it's a wasted
fastball
chance with one out in the inning now.
and a 70-mile-an-hour knuckleball.
Striding in for the Rockies, Christian Vasquez. 2 for 3 with a double on his line so far. He's ready. Here's the first offering.
Knuckleball in there, 68 miles an hour. You know, he does. Is it Jeff Loeb or was it, oh, what's his name? Can't draw shoes.
0-1 pitch. Fastball just misses. That's ball 1.
With the infield back and a runner at third, he's definitely pitching for a strikeout or maybe something like a harmless pop-up.
Loves pouches.
You can see it from that high fastball, but that was just a good
Name's
job
on the tip of my tongue, and I can't think of what it is.
Here comes the runner from third. And the runner from
Line run.
That'll bring in Joey Rickard. Now he comes to the plate as the last chance for his side. 2 out here in the ninth. First pitch of the at-bat on its way.
I know exactly the cover art you're talking about. I could have, but I thought it was the other guy, Rob Liefeld. Yeah. I've seen Jeff Loeb's comic art. It's a lot better than that.
Backhanded on to first, and that's your ball game.
It's always nice to give your fans at home something to cheer about, and they definitely did that right here, coming through with a big win at home.
And tonight's ends at a 6-2 finish. The St. Louis Cardinals jumped out to an early lead in the first and never looked back.
Well, I mean, if the formula card, or if the recipe card form is right, it's a recipe for grease and atherosclerosis.
And that'll bring up the speedy outfielder David Dahl. He was sent packing on strikes in his last trip.
Yeah, always frustrating to go down looking. Everybody does it, though. You'll have a few ABs where you get completely fooled.
Got the corner with the fastball.
Early in the setback. You know, guys, sometimes guys don't like pulling the trigger. They want to see something go by, calibrate the speed.
Floats that one in there, strike 2.
Adjustments off that. Maybe that's the case right here.
Here's the 0-2.
Oof, just about dropped that one in there.
Boy, that's a great take right there. He might have been frozen by that pitch, but it missed by just enough to give him life in this AB.
The 1-2 pitch. And a pitch
Grounder over to second, and that is going to be the force out to end the inning. See if they leave Meaty in.
Rockies strand 1. They still find themselves down 6.
They got him batting next, which, you know, maybe they will let him bat. They're up 6-0. What are they going to put in a pinch batter, or they're going to put in a pinch hitter?
Derek Dietrich.
I guess they are going to put in a pinch hitter.
He looks to try to set the
Those are what I know.
bottom of the 8th as they look for some insurance.
He's the result of a horrifying genetic experiment conducted by MLB researchers, directed by Rob Manfred, in constant search for the perfect short game pitcher. Didn't work out quite as expected.
10 strikeouts in the Mort Ball enters the game with 1 gone in the top of inning number 9.
Number 0, Mort Ball.
Coming out here, it's a tight game, 4-3.
He singled his last time up. First delivery to him on the way. And here's a
knuckleball called on the corner.
Don't think he liked that one too much, but it's 0-1.
Oof, just about got that one too. Nice. Double play ball.
To second for one on the first.
Nice.
Talk about doing the job out of the bullpen.
Held it scoreless from that spot.
And the inning is over. So disaster strikes here in the ninth, as a late rally has certainly dampened the mood of these fans. 6th, 7th, and 8th place hitters scheduled to start the bottom of inning number 9. It's the Rockies 4 and the Cardinals 3.
A running fastball is essentially just a two-seam fastball in this game. In real life, it's supposed to have more horizontal movement than vertical, but in practice, it's pretty much the same as a two-seam fastball.
Well, baseball is a game of
Which in a lot of senses is synonymous with a sinker.
the best of teams. The key is they didn't panic or press. They just came out here, played their game.
In the show 19, they're slightly different pitches, but
well done.
sinkers are more like the emphasis is more on the drop rather than the cut.
Used a 3-run ninth to help propel them
But,
to the win. Robert Hecht claims the win out of the pen, his first. Chris Davinsky.
You talk to a lot of people who throw a two-seam fastball, they'll characterize it as a sinker. Pity I'm playing a relief pitcher right now. I don't have a series dedicated to a reliever, but I am playing a reliever right now. Yeah, sinkers. There was a book recently by, I think it's Tyler Kepner, called K, A History of Baseball in 9 Pitches. And the chapter on sinkers is basically describes them as, you know, you have to think of them as a sinker. You're not thinking of it as a sinking fastball because you're throwing it with the emphasis on the downward action, the drop on it that gets it that downward cut as it gets into the plate. Well, I mean, technically he is a closer, but I don't have any control over that. Like now they're using this in middle relief right now.
Here's the first pitch to him. There's a knuckleball over the inside.
Anyway,
corner.
yeah, saying that if the pitcher in question, quoted, starts thinking about it as a fastball, then it starts losing the kind of action that he needs it to have. Comes in a lot flatter and harder, and that's easier for batters to hit. It's really quite a good book. Yeah, come on, give me a little credit on that one.
Pulls this one in the air out to left. Dietrich
got that one to left field. Derek Dietrich's got it.
To get there and record the first down of the
Bringing
inning.
up Hunter Renfroe.
Grab a bat and hit for the pitcher here. Into the corner and slicing foul.
If you're talking about your real life pitch, then you probably throw more of a true two-seam fastball or running fastball compared to a sinker.
Right here. Let's go, baby.
Again, he sends it out.
Meaty throws a forkball.
3 runs, 5 hits, no errors in the ballgame for the Padres. High fly ball after straightaway center. Bader is under it. 2 down. So the lineup flips over and digging in. Roderick Arabu. He'll try to follow.
That's a fake name. You can't convince me that Roderick Arabu is a real name.
First pitch coming. Here it is. Could have hit that with a 3-iron. A low knuckleball called for a strike.
Knuckler drops in there.
Come on now, here we go.
Now a swing and a third straight fly ball here should get him out of the inning. 1-2-3.
Nice.
And that will conclude matters here in the 7th. Padres down in order. No change in the score. It's 3-3. Tommy Pham will come on to pinch hit here in a big spot.
Pinch hitting for the Cardinals, number 28.
And the Cardinals win it.
That's his first save of the season, but it certainly won't be his last.
For all I know, the meaty might have got the win on that one.
This afternoon's game, the St. Louis Cardinals came through when it mattered in the 9th on the way to the win. Jordan Hicks claims the win out of the pen, his first. Brett Cecil hammers down the save, his first of the year.
Cardinals, 5 runs. Well,
Ball is on to pitch out of the bullpen in the bottom half of the 8th.
I mean, let's be honest. There's no shame in not being able to. There's no shame in not being able to compete at above a certain level. You know, as long as you had fun with the game, you know, that's really all you can ask for. It's just a fact of reality that not everybody has the physical talent or the mental makeup or the ability, just the circumstances, I should say, to.
Hey, you got it. No one better. Let's go.
First pitch of the at-bat on its way. And he popped him up in there.
Back behind third, but nobody can get to it. You know, not everybody has the ability to play baseball, you know, at a level that would allow them to play in the majors, even when not every position is for everybody.
Now batting, third baseman.
Into the box, Vince Burrows. As he'll watch a slider
I can't track a moving ball, so I really don't play well. 25,476 people here in Petco Park. The Padres thank you for your support. And I, of course, thank you for your support. Thank you for coming out to the stream tonight. I hope you're having fun. Sorry that Salomon didn't win the World Series tonight, even though he hit pretty well in the ALDS.
Popped him up.
All you, take it. Mine.
Brown backs up a bit and he takes charge for the first out. First baseman Eric Hosmer is in. So far, 2 for 3 in this one.
Yeah, and this is the guy for me. I think this is the
Chops
guy
the knuckle ball down.
that the guys truly gravitate towards. The total package of Eric Hosmer's game is really special.
Behind 0-2 now.
One away.
Hey, get your pitch. Drive it right here.
A pause and the 0-2.
Goes reaching for the slider down and away.
Out of the zone, and there are 2 gone.
And that'll be the second out of the inning.
When you're behind the count 0-2, right? You have to protect for the fastball. You have to look for the soft stuff down and away. You're really at a disadvantage when you fall behind 0-2.
The right fielder, number 10.
In now, Hunter Renfroe. He'll take a look at a pitch too low. It's ball 1. He could really use a knock here. 0 for 3 in the game so far.
Here you go, baby. Find a good pitch.
1-1. Here it comes. And he'll try to pull back the swing.
Goes waving at that one outside for strike 2.
2
down here.
The 1-2. Neither guy willing to give in, and the at-bat will continue.
Talk about having to hit 2 different speeds. How about you got to slow your swing down to hit the knuckler, then you have to speed it up because now the express, the fastball's on the way.
Here we go.
Now another 1-2. Another one sent foul. 7th pitch of the at-bat coming up. A swing and a shot hit down the corner, and that nearly would have
beach
gotten
ball
him
sighting.
on the board. Instead, it's a long foul ball, and it wouldn't be a game in Southern California without the obligatory beach ball sighting, as this one makes its way onto the field. Now a drive out to left center field.
Oof.
And this will kick off the
That one's down at the wall. Not good.
Brown's third and is digging for the plate. He comes across to score, and the gap shortens, but still plenty of work to do. So much of this game is situational hitting, guys. Nice job there.
Yeah, you've got to find a way to pick your teammates up when you're given the chance, and he doesn't try to do too much right here. He just takes what's there.
Manuel Margot
Safely on
coming up
second,
now.
and his buddy is high-fiving teammates in the dugout.
Manuel Margot is in with 2 away as he takes a ball 1-0.
Hey, we got two.
Here's the 1-1. No offer on that one. 2 balls and a strike. Renfro at second with 2 down. And this
Another
one's low
knuckleball
there, so the
low.
count swells to 3-1.
Franchi Cordero up
Call
next.
didn't go his way on 2-1, but it's important here on 3-1 to still make a quality pitch. You have to have the
Fastball, he was
mindset
way out in
that you're
front of it,
still
or
the one in
late
the
on that,
driver's
I
seat.
guess. Drop one right in on the corner.
Still hanging
No,
with
not
him.
so
Another
much.
good swing to keep it going.
How about slider on the inside corner?
Liner toward
No.
right center. And he won't get it as that's down for a base hit. The throw to the plate. And he is safe at the plate, taking a chance down a bunch, but it's a 7-2 contest.
Okay, well, Meany having some problems out here.
Because this outfielder has a very strong throwing arm.
Yeah, when you're sitting in the hitter's meeting, that's stuff they go over. So
Out in front of that one.
Down the corner, and that's going to wind up hooking just a bit foul, so a missed opportunity there.
I would really like to go out to Petco Park one of these days. I had the chance to go see, what's it called now? Oracle Park? I went out to a couple games to go see the Giants, or the Phillies play at the Giants this year, and that was a lot of fun. That's a beautiful park. I had the chance to go see SunTrust earlier this season.
Jordan Hicks takes the mound as he's been called upon to pitch.
SunTrust was nice, and of course I went to go see the Mariners at what was then Safeco Field, that's now T-Mobile Park, and I like that park too. So I've heard that Petco is a beautiful park as well, and I would really like to go see it. I just haven't found an excuse to do it yet. But Phillies do go play them in like July or August, I think. So we'll set up a vacation. Of course, I think the Phillies also go play against the AL West, which would allow me to go see them if they play the Mariners.
And guys, a very important outing turned in on the mound for the man you see right there. He was.
Not the best appearance for Meaty, but you know, sometimes you just have stinkers. Meaty likes to blame his stinkers on somebody else, because that's the kind of person he is. All right, I think I'm gonna play one more series, and then I think we'll call it a night. We're coming up on 2 hours here. I haven't yet had dinner, so I think I'm gonna want to do that before too much longer. What was I working on for Meaty? I guess I was working on Lightning Rod. Looking good out there. Keep it up. Okay, we got an appearance. Uh-oh. Looks like we're having a bit of a meltdown out here. Top 5. How is it the Mariners have played 5 more games than we have? How does that make sense?
Ladies and gentlemen, your attention please.
Okay, top of the fifth, one out. Seattle up 8-0. So they need some innings out of Meaty.
Becomes set. Here's the 0-0 pitch. There's a strike at the knees. 0-1. Heredia, the runner at second with one away. Good pitch there. Had him a little out in front.
Hey, 2 pitches at the knees right now, and you're down 0-2. This is where you got to fight. I want to see a 2-strike approach. Maybe a little choke up, maybe a little fight up the middle the other way. Grind back into this count.
Hey, if it's high, let it fly.
And on 0-2, he misses with a fastball.
Yeah, move that camera down a little bit. Meaty's not that tall.
Got one out here.
And the slider gets him.
Slider, swing and a miss. James Paxton goes down on strikes. Never went to the Yankees in this universe.
Getting ahead in the count. You can really
Second out of the inning.
to expand their zone to protect. And when they're in that mode, getting them to go after a pitch they can't do much with becomes a lot easier.
And he gets around on one and hits it.
Made contact. And he's not going to be able to get to that one.
As this ball's down for extra
B. Gordon drives in a run. Fortunately, that one didn't count against Meaty. That was somebody else's.
Into third with a triple. His third hit of the night. That triple just seems to be par for the.
And here comes Gene Segura.
He's seen the ball extremely well. There's no doubt about that. You can see here that the body is calm.
He's a little man.
He keeps his hand back, and he just explodes through the baseball, winding up at third with another RBI under his belt.
He's set. Here it comes. And a little self-preservation down at first as he.
Damn, I think that was a barehanded catch out there. Gee whiz.
Last half of the fifth coming up. The Mariners are on top, 9-0. Stepping into the box.
Well, we start pulling back on this one. Got a little bit of ground to cover. 9-1. Top 6.
Strike at the letters. 0-1. Grounded back up the middle. A dive, but he can't knock it down. It's through for a base hit.
Flubbed the catch at. Flubbed the fielder at
so a struggle that time
center
for him
field.
in
Harrison
center field,
Bader.
and as a result, he'll be tagged with the E8 on the play.
I don't know. I usually think. I don't know. I don't really think Mitch long. Maybe he is that bad of a fielder.
Run in his last time up.
Yeah, and they take another single right here. That third base coach is dying to wave his arms. I wouldn't be surprised if anything hit hard through the infield. He's going to wave them. You know, guys, sometimes guys don't like pulling the trigger. They want to see something go by, calibrate the speed, calibrate the brake, and then make their adjustments off that. Maybe that's the case right here.
And it's fouled away.
Hey, great job just to be able to foul that one off. In today's game, that's what we're seeing. North-south. Pitchers want to elevate, want to get you out above the zone or below it.
Anaya fields it cleanly. Throw to first is in time for the first out. Ready once again.
It's Cam Perkins. He of the
Cameron Perkins.
He's set and the pitch.
Well, let me just give you a taste of the Cam Perkins experience.
The runner is back to avoid the double play.
That's really all you need to know about Cam Perkins. He likes to dab.
2 gone now in the Mariners' 6th, and that'll bring up the catcher, Bruce Maxwell.
Bruce Maxwell.
First pitch on its way. Outside target here, and he hits it for strike 1.
2 outs. Let's get out of here.
Fouls that off. Slider down and away. You betcha.
A ball and 2 strikes to the Mariners catcher.
1 ball.
Classic strikeout pitch right there on 0-2. It's the one we know he loves going to. But
took the knuckleball up in the zone.
Mariners leave 1, but they still hold a commanding 9-1 lead. Tommy Pham will move into the
and that is meetings day up and out. Tommy Pham coming up. No big surprise.
Yeah,
Mariners win it.
do when you're playing on the road. Take it right to the home squad and get a win. Now the pressure is off. If they get one of the next two, the series is
And we
theirs.
get, looks like maybe one more appearance, maybe two.
Ball is on to pitch from the bullpen now to start inning number 7.
Not exactly a dominant
Some on
pitcher.
the bench as he'll pinch hit here to start inning number 7.
Top 7, up 9-3.
Hey, we got no out.
They're bringing him on in pretty much garbage time situations when they just have to have somebody out there.
Lineup near the 300 mark entering play.
Which, to be fair, there's nobody more garbage than Meatball.
That's taken. Now it's 0-2.
That pitch looked like it could have been a little high, but he's been calling that pitch all night. Kind of rough for a pinch hitter, but I'm sure his teammates let him know that's where the zone has been.
The 0-2 pitch. High in the air out to
Pop
center
fly,
field.
center
Bader
field,
is
plenty
there.
of time.
I got it.
He's got it 1 away. One away for Seattle now in inning number 7. And up next, the speedy D. Gordon. First pitch coming. Here it is. Is put in play
D.
to the
Gordon
right
got
side
that
of the
one.
infield. Gonna be a tough play. And that's the second out. Gene Segura.
Gene Segura.
0 for 2 from him so far in this one. From the stretch, here's the pitch. High in the air down the right field line. But this will wind up being a foul ball. 3 runs, 6 hits, and no errors in the game for the Mariners to this point.
Another fly ball.
Shallow right. O'Neal
Out there,
waits on
plenty
it.
of time.
No trouble
That's
with
the
this
end of
one,
the game.
and the inning is over. This one pretty well in the bag. On to the bottom of the 7th. Get up and stretch here in St. Louis. It's the Cardinals.
Your attention, please.
We'll look for some 2-out magic here as he'll pinch hit.
I don't know anything about the Cardinals, so I can't say anything specific about them. I know that people don't seem to like them very much. I think compared to some of the other teams that are out there right now, I would root for the Cardinals over some of these other teams.
6th inning to victory in this one. Ball is on to pitch from the bullpen now.
I made comments about the Yankees in the past, and I should clarify. I got no problems with the Yankees necessarily. It's just I don't like organizations that are dynastic or like perennial powerhouses. It's boring to me.
Later innings, down by a bundle, it's time to get
I like parity. I like teams that I like teams that are able to compete and have unexpected results.
The 1-0 home finds the zone.
And yeah, like I said, there's nothing wrong with, say, Yankees fans or even, let's say, Astros fans. There's nothing wrong with the fandom of the sport necessarily, or the team, I should say. They're supporting the teams that they like, and they are passionate about it, and I admire that. But just as far as the teams go, or in the Astros case, the organization, just there are certain things that either I find distasteful or just uninteresting.
Looking for the strikeout. Here's the 1-2.
Oh, watch that forkball down and away. Look, man, if it's Yankees or Astros at this point, I'd take Yankees any day of the week. I would wear a Yankees. I would wear my Yankees so tilted I actually walk with a hunch.
The third baseman, number 5.
Stepping in now, Daniel Munoz, as he'll watch a knuckleball that finds the zone for strike 1. No hits to
You know,
this
I bought
point.
that Mets hat and I still haven't even worn the friggin' thing.
Ready with the 0-1. Grounded down the third baseline, but this will be a foul ball as he's behind 0-2 now. A bouncer to the left
Grounded
side.
over to third. Flipped it over to first. That's the second out of the inning.
And that's a tough play. David Freitas will get the call to pinch hit here as we'll see what he can do with 2 out and the bases empty.
David Freitas.
Outside target here, and
Man,
he
that
hits it for
knuckleball,
strike 1.
the flutter
And he's got
on that thing.
batting lineup near the
It's
300
just
mark
disgusting is what
entering
it
play.
is. Right at the first baseman. Gets us out of the inning. No hits, no
Mariners are down
runs.
in order. The lead remains 5. It's 6-1.
Your
Liam
attention,
Hendricks
please.
has been summoned.
Yeah, that'll
from
be
the
Moody's
bullpen,
day on the
so
mound.
to start the 8th.
Number 34.
Looking good out there. Cardinals doing well in their season, for whatever it's worth.
Seems to energize everybody.
And I really ought to get back to streaming at some point, but I don't know. It's just been it's been a complicated couple of months, you know. Like I didn't really go into detail about it, but there was a lot of stuff that went into moving. I'm still not quite comfortable where I'm at yet. We're still kind of unpacking the studio, as it were. But yeah, hopefully I should have more free time and more energy to do these things now that we're out of the old place and into the new one. So I think that's going to do it for me tonight. I'm really grateful for you guys for coming out tonight. I hope you had a lot of fun, and I look forward to seeing you next time. If I don't get Salomon out on Monday, it'll certainly be Wednesday, but I'll do my best to get him out this following week. So that's going to do it for me. So until next time, I'm Tyrant Saber, and I will see you at the ballpark. Have a good night.